Live. Wow. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on, everyone? It's KIM in the SAV, Kim out of Savannah, Georgia, of BetterBodyCrew.com. Happy Saturday to you. Just jumping on right quick. I feel like taking a nap. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, look at that. Hey, Icy George, Candy B. Do you see me? My first Instagram live ever. And you know, I don't do nothing if I can't repurpose it. So Facebook over here, Instagram over there, we gonna see how this goes. All right. So guys, listen. I just got an inbox from somebody in my WhatsApp. Blair, I'm gonna call you back. You know what? Literally as soon as I started the Facebook Live, I was like, watch Blair jump on and say, this heifer was supposed to call me back and she's doing a Facebook Live. Okay, so one of my teammates who is, what's up, Randy Clark? He said, Cuzzo, what's up? Hey, what's going on, Icy? Thank you so much for helping out Victoria today. She told me, I said, Icy's a sweetheart, but tell her your situation and she'll help you out. So we're going to get right into it, okay? I'm not going to waste y'all's time. One of my teammates, one of my Better Bodybuilders, Better Bank Account Crew members, who's on she's on this live right here with Facebook. She messaged me and she was like, hey, listen, because guys, contrary to popular belief, like everybody won't leave you hanging, and I'm not saying anything. If you don't talk to your sponsor, there's a reason for that. I completely see why some sponsors say the way you get my attention is to put numbers up on the leaderboard, because the minute you let people know, hey, I'll call you back, trust me, they call you for everything. They be like, I can't log in. I don't know where to go for the login. You like, have you tried the company name.com and then click login, right? And that's not the majority of people, but it will be enough to drive you crazy, right? So no shade to the sponsors. Like, there's so many things that I used to throw shade at that I now totally get. I'm like, now I see why they say this. Now I see why they say this. It's real easy when you don't have a team to be like, once I get my team, I'm talking to everybody. But get a big team. Then see, watch, you gonna blow too. But I'm not talking about this particular woman. She's awesome, and I totally get it. Many of you are gonna have this question in your business. So one thing that I do with my team is I say, hey, listen, don't keep talking to people and not converting them. Show me your conversations, and there may be something that you could have said differently that I can help you out with. That let me, like, all the things that I've done wrong, you should benefit from. Because I've done enough stuff wrong in 5 years for everybody to learn from. And you don't have to repeat my mistakes. So I'm so happy that my team does take me up on that. They send me screenshots of their inbox conversations, or they recount their phone conversations to me. And I'm like, you should, try this instead of that next time. Or, when they said this, did you think about that? And they're like, dang, I sure didn't. So to get to the example, this was the situation. I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly what it was, but she was going back and forth with this guy who apparently reached out to her about the business. And so somehow he said something like, what's the website? And she sent the website, because we don't avoid questions. Nobody has anything to hide. So she sent the website, and then he looked at the website, came back and was like, with prices like this, I don't see how you can turn a profit. So she was like, Kim, how would you respond to this? I said, hold on. I'm sorry. Somebody said they were going to send me some stuff, but I didn't want to tie you up because you'd be so busy. All right, you keep doing that then. Somebody else will tie me up if you don't, but okay. So she was like, Kim, how would I respond to this? And so I said, I need the context. Like, is this somebody you know? Because I don't want to be like saying certain stuff and you be like, this is my cousin. This is my uncle. And I'd be like, oh, sorry. Not that I was saying anything like super duper rude. I'm just saying, it's definitely, I like to know if it's somebody that you're familiar with or a stranger. Because I'm not going to lie, sometimes your family will try you. Like, my family sees me as a little Kimmy. They'll say some stuff to me that some of y'all would never think about saying to me because they see me as a little Kimmy. That's just the way it goes. So she was like, no, this is a cold market person. This is a guy who saw Stormy, and then he reached out to me. And for those of you who do not know, in my company, there's a woman named Stormy Wellington. She's a beast at marketing. Multi-millionaire many times over. So the first thing I thought when she said that is, what are you talking about? If he saw Stormy, a multi-millionaire, and that was the impetus for him reaching out to you for more information about the business, how could he then in turn say, I don't see how you can turn a profit with prices like this? That doesn't even compute. That doesn't even register. That doesn't even make sense. Do you know what I'm saying? The whole reason why you're reaching out to my teammate is because you saw someone who's making many profits. So I always tell my team, don't just hear what a person says. Listen to what they are saying. What a person says, that's the words that they use. But their word selection, that is what that tells you a lot about their mindset. That tells you a lot about them. That tells you a lot about what it's going to be like to work with them. And I'll never, ever forget, like sitting in a hotel years ago in my first company. And thank God I don't go to hotel meetings anymore. Not because of Corona, but just because I didn't need the Corona. I was living the Corona lifestyle before Corona, y'all. That's just not something I choose to do. Not that I would never go to a hotel meeting, but I used to go every Thursday night, 7 p.m., pay for parking. It was like 45 minutes from my house. It was just a lot. It was a lot. So I remember, but it was worth it. It's a large part of the reason why I appreciate my company now. See, everything works together if you let it. But anywho, I remember sitting in a hotel meeting and listening to Holton Buggs say, some of y'all should be recruiting new business partners, and instead you're taking on new pet projects. And I was like, let me say it again for the people in the back. Some of y'all should be recruiting new business partners, and instead you're taking on new pet projects. And I was like, wow. That's so true. Because you be so thirsty, and I'm not saying my business partner is thirsty, but I'm saying many people in our profession are so thirsty for I'm looking for 5 people. Looking for 5 people. Every day you're looking for 5 people. In 3 years, you haven't found 5 people. But some people are so anxious to recruit and build a team that they don't pay attention to all of the cues, all of the tips, all of the little breadcrumbs that a person is leaving you to let you know, I'm going to wear you out. Because people will tell you. They will let you know what their mindset is. They will let you know where their head is. They will let you know how they're thinking. And so I said, listen, this could go one or two ways. Maybe it's a miscommunication. Maybe he just wasn't thinking. Maybe he had a brain fart. And you could bring him onto the team. You could turn it around, change his perspective on things, and bring him on the team. And years from now, he can say, thank you so much. Because of you, I now think totally differently than I once did, whatever the case may be. Or you could try to convince him, well, hey, what you're saying doesn't really make sense, because a multimillionaire who's in this company, that was the whole reason why you reached out to me. Let's think this through. Let's think this through. If you saw somebody who's making a whole bunch of money and that was the reason that you came here, how can you then in turn say, I don't see how you can make money in this company? You see what I'm saying? Does that make sense to you? You got to pay attention to what a person is saying, not just what they say. Because I'm not saying this because I'm in my company. I'm saying this because I've done the research. I have my undergrad degree is in journalism. I research things. I've gone to other health and wellness companies. I know with some other companies, you can't just buy the products willy-nilly whenever you want to. You got to sign up on an auto ship. Period. Out the gate, you got to commit for 3 months. I know with some other companies, their stuff starts in the hundreds of dollars. I know with some other companies, you can't even promote their name. Like, they restrict you from using social media. They restrict you from doing certain things. It's in the guidelines and the bylines and all the lines. So I've done my research to know that my company is extremely flexible, extremely lenient, and extremely cost affordable. So when I hear someone who has not done the research open their mouth before they speak, like if you were to ask me something about Forex, I wouldn't have, hey Kim, what you think about Forex? I don't think a cotton picking thing. You know why? Because I know nothing about Forex. So I'm not going to open my mouth to insert foot and look like a fool. Does that make sense? Right? So I don't think anything about it. I don't think anything about stuff that I know nothing about. See how that works? I don't speak on stuff that I know nothing about. See how that works? But when you have someone who makes declarative statements and they make a statement for the masses as if it were a fact based on just their perspective, I told her, I said, listen, if you take him on, he is letting you know right now. See, what he talks about, what he said, he didn't say, I don't know if I can sell these products. He said, I don't see how y'all make a profit with these prices. I don't see how anyone can make a profit with these prices. See, that's a blanket statement. And I told y'all this, it was in I went to the ClickFunnels event, and before that we had the It's Monday baby event with Steve Larson, and he talked about the business meter, right? There's a range that when they tell you their objections, depending on what the objection is, that tells you how close you are to closing them. If it was a great video, if I do say so myself. I got great feedback on it. But when I heard him teach that, he said, it's price? I got to go back and watch the dang on video myself. But it's something like, if the objection is about the price, if it's about the vehicle, that's like the starting point. Then if it's about them, and then it's a third thing, I forget. But if it's I think they are the last one. Like most people, they might believe the vehicle, they might believe something else, but most people, they can't get past the point of, can I do it? They can't get past that point. So that's the objection that I usually get. Kim, I don't know if I can do sales. Kim, I don't know if I can do MLM. Kim, I don't know if I can monetize social media. Kim, I don't know if I can do videos. And that's nothing. I can be like, man, if J Baby can do it, you can do it too. If this person can do it, you can do it too. But when somebody makes a blanket statement like the whole world is broke, nobody wants the products. See, that's a belief in the product. That means when somebody has a belief in the very basic thing that they're asking you about selling, that means you're going to have to build their belief in every single thing. If it's an internal belief, that's one thing. But if it's external and internal, that's a pet project. You don't want none of that. That person will suck you dry. They will get in your business and latch onto you and wear your booty out. Oh, yes. You ask how I stay happy in my business. I don't take on pet projects. I don't. Whatever you want to believe, man, knock yourself out. If you as a grown man or a grown woman, if you want to think that $50 is a lot of money, if you still see, I remember sitting in that hotel again. David and Monique said, if $100 is a lot of money to you today, that's not your fault. But if $100 is still a lot of money to you a year from now, oh yes, that's absolutely your fault. How can you be a grown person working a full-time job that you yourself admit, I work hard, I commute hard, and my boss is real? How can you put all that energy and effort into a job, work full-time, sometimes overtime, and still think that $100 or $50 or I don't care what the number is, it's all relative. Right? It's all relative. How can you constantly, year after year, keep thinking that these little bits of money are a big deal? Ooh, they shake your world. Oh, my tire flat. Where am I getting money for a new tire? Like, how long you been driving, sir? 30 years? A flat tire still shakes the table for you? What? The same problems that were big to you when you were a teenager. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, for some of y'all 50, 60 years later, the same problems still big to you. Your problems haven't graduated. You still struggling with the same ideology behind, like, that's a pet project. You see what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention to what a person is saying, not just what they say. It does not make the person a bad person, but you got to understand what demon are you going to fight with this person. Okay? If somebody is open, they're like, hey, I see what you're doing. I see what you did for Sister Victoria. I see what you did for J Baby, for Candy B. I want you to do that for me too. And I'm open. I'm scared, but I'm open. I am ready. I'm going to be teachable and coachable. I'm going to trust you. I want the results that you help that other person get. That's the person you want. That's a business partner. I care nothing about your skill set today. I care about your coachability so that we can improve your skill sets tomorrow, so that you can stop having these same problems be big boogeyman problems in your life. When you are a grown, rustic joker, money, the bank calling, creditors, they still can't be your boogeyman. They can't still be your boogeyman. I don't care who it is, the IRS, it still can't be your boogeyman. Does that make sense, class? I see a lot of comments. I have to go back and see. Lamia Carter says, so true. I just got rid of a pet project. I'm so thankful, and my blood pressure has gone down. I will thoroughly scream from now on. I'm telling y'all right now, there have been people that have called me, and after talking to them, I said, we're not a good fit. We are not a good fit. Business partners and customers. Let me let you know that right now. People that call me or message me, and within an hour, they're like, well, you didn't message me back, so I bought from someone else. Awesome. Perfect. Because if you think I'm on demand, y'all remember, what was it, the Flintstones? What was that little green dude that used to pop up? He was a fairy. That little tiny green dude with the big helmet. And he'd be like, hey, George. You know, if y'all think I'm that fairy, that the minute you snap or you crackle or you pop, I pop up. And I'm like, yes, your TLC assistant here. I'm not a chat bot. I'm a real grown, rusty person with another little person over there to take care of. I'm not a chatbot, right? So I will get back to you. But if you got a timeline that's unreasonable, I want you to go buy from that other rep. I absolutely welcome it. Trust me, I ain't trying to get you back. And that's not to say I don't appreciate people, but I don't like dealing with rude people, impatient people, unreasonable people, and people that are going to suck me dry. I don't have any health problems. I'm not going to take on any for you or anybody. Okay? The great Gizzo. Thank you. I said, yes, they don't make cartoons like that anymore, right? Gizzo. I'm not Gizzo. Thank you, Instagram. But I'm telling y'all right now, people will tell you is everything you need to know if you just stop and listen. But sometimes you're so busy trying to figure out, how do I overcome this objection? And they may never ask it, or you're so busy anticipating their answer, you cannot be present in the conversation to not just listen to what they say, but listen to what they are saying. Because I'm telling you right now, I don't care how great you think you are, how much, the spirit come upon you to help this person. People have a lot of muck going on up here. They got a lot of mental mess. Okay? And one thing I cannot do, one thing I will never be able to do is overcome without their help. You have to participate in your own rescue, right? That's why I said they at least got to be teachable and coachable. But one thing I cannot and I will not ever try to do again, because I've tried to do it before, is I have tried to be more of a presence than the person who is in their head and in their bed, right? If I'm speaking life into you every single day, but then your husband is like Mr. from The Color Purple, you ain't never gonna be nothing, you ain't never been nothing, you're ugly, you're pitiful, man, ain't nothing I can do. I can't overcome the person in your bed, and I can't overcome the people in your head without your participation. If your mom cursed you out every day of your life, called you out your name, your dad, your sisters and brothers did all this stuff. If you are not willing to participate in your own rescue to the point where you can acknowledge, I see everybody else doing it, I know I can do it too, I just need you to show me how. That's all I want a person to say. And I'm going to be open to your instruction. That means you're participating in your own rescue. You see that? That's a good recruit. For me, right now, currently, my criteria, not me, my criteria will change. As I've gone through seasons of my business, my criteria always changes. It should. It's called evolution, right? But somebody who not only thinks that they can't do it, but I don't see how nobody making money. Well, sir, we are making money. And the reason why is because everybody's not broke like you. And that's not an insult. That's real talk. When I used to think, oh, ain't nobody gonna buy this, I was basing that thought on my bank account, on my mindset, my money mentality, my pocketbook. Because this people, let me tell y'all something, and don't get it twisted with this whole, and I'm going to end with this, don't get it twisted with this whole corona thing. I have customers stockpiling products just like they stockpiling tissue. I have new customers just as well as I have old customers. Business has been very good for me lately. Great, as a matter of fact. So don't get it twisted. Just because everybody is broke, that doesn't mean that everybody is broke. And once you learn that, you'll be able to start getting other people's money. See? All right, let's go back and look at Instagram. Pay attention to what people are saying. Hey, MJ, thank you again. Every year, same mindset. Yeah, suck you dry. extremely flexible. Yeah, Total Life Changes TLC is the bomb.com. You saw the proof of the profits, right? What else? She's lovely. Who's lovely? Am I lovely? Thank you so much. Because I came on here naked, with my face naked, right? Let me go over here, girl. Speak the word. No time for that. No, you really don't. Because I'm telling you, if you take on people like that in your team, then you will give them so much time and energy, and you won't have time and energy for the real runners, for the people that's really going to make you money, for the people that really deserve your time and attention. Hello, beloved. What's going on? Ralph Grant. What's going on? Yeah. What's up, Kimberly? Hey, Whitley Steele. Vanessa Calhoun was on. Blair, I'm going to call you after this. My boy, Randy Clark. Amos Dyron Sr. Okay, and Janelle. All right, so guys, did you find this helpful? Let me know, what are some of the objections that you come across, and how would you deal with them? And basically what I told my recruit is like, hey, do we have a miscommunication here? Are you really open to me teaching you some things? Like, I understand why you might think that, or why you may say that. We have some people on our team that used to think the way that you think. But let me ask you something right quick. If you really think our products are high priced, do you really... don't be offended now, because I used to think the same thing. When I was in your position, and I always tell people from a place of reference. When I thought like you, I was 33, 34 years old, and I said to myself, I'm seeing these prices and they look like a lot to me, but it's only because I don't have any money. But 10 years from now, I still don't want to think that $50, $60, $70 is a lot of money. Is that where you are, or are you good where you're at? But do you want to continue thinking that this is a lot of money? I just want to know, because I move how you move. So if you're comfortable thinking that this is a lot of money, and you want to find a lower ticket item to sell that you think is more accessible to your peer group, no problem. However, because I know that somewhere in the back of your mind, you know that these products are profitable, because that's how the very lady Stormy that brought you to ask me about the business is making her money by selling these. Like, she's not doing this for fun. So if you would like to know how to increase your mindset, how to increase your mentality, and how to learn to grow your belief, then we can continue conversations. Which would you prefer? It is what it is. But y'all, let me tell you something. The worst thing you could ever do in your business is bring on somebody who will run you out of your own business. All right, y'all. Let me go. Did you find this helpful? If so, let me know. If you're watching it on Facebook, then hit follow, see first before you leave. YouTube, subscribe, and bang the bell to the right, ding dong, so every time I upload a new video, you'll be the first to know. And Instagram, I don't know what y'all do. I don't know. I'm still new to the gram. I'm 40. I'm old. I don't know how the gram works. I don't even think this is gonna last on the gram. So give me hearts. I don't know. Bye. How do I even...